Hello, and welcome to this demonstration of Rusty Connect 4, a Rust-based 2D Connect 4 game with dynamic board expansions and power-ups. Here's a quick look at our project directory, and as you can see, we have separated the backend game logic from the front-end UI synchronization with Bevy. I've already built the project with cargo build release, so now I will run our game with cargo run -- release. So here's the starting menu. As you can see, it says Rusty Connect 4, use number keys 1, 2, 0 to drop pieces into columns, and first to connect 4 in a row wins. So essentially what the game plays like is that users are supposed to press keys on the keyboard to interact with the game. The keys from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 0. So let's just start the game without power-ups enabled for now, which is just a simple Connect 4 game between two players. As you can see, we have a 6x7 board and numbers above each column to indicate which keys to press, as well as an indicator telling which player's turn it is. So I'll press the first key and we can see the red player's piece being dropped. Now player 2 wants to put a piece in column 2, and they consequently a piece is dropped there. So let's just simulate two players playing the game, and let's say now that the red player misses an opportunity to stop the yellow player from winning, so they go in column 2, and the player 2 sees an opening and puts a piece in column 3, which would consequently win the game for player 2. As you can see, they made 4 connections and player 2 wins. The game over menu also shows the final state of the board when a winner is determined. So let's go back to the main menu since that game just finished. Let's try board expansions and see how our board dynamically expands. So I'll force a tie here by doing this. And what we'll see is the board will expand momentarily. So I'll put the last piece in. And as we can see, the board dynamically expands into 10 with 4 more rows and 3 more columns. And the players have more keys to access where they can put stuff in. And here, let's just say a player actually wins the game here. So let's say the yellow player puts a piece in column 8 and connects 4 here. And as you can see, this is the final state of the expanded board, with the yellow player being the winner once again, with 4 horizontal connections this time. Alright, now let's start a new game with power-ups enabled. I'll just turn it on by pressing this toggle over here, and let's start the game. So power-ups appear at random locations in every new game, and they basically give you an advantage over your opponent. So they're kind of a priority for players if they want to win the game. I'll just demonstrate what they do by directly playing with them right now, as if in a real game. So let's say the player goes like this, and the player 2 consumes the obstacle power-up, which is the gray H. And basically what it does is places obstacles to the left and right of it, and there's nothing underneath the obstacle, it will fall down to the bottom. So this is what happens if you consume the obstacle power-up. And now let's say players plays like this, and player 1 wants to consume the bomb power-up in order to explode the yellow player's piece. So they go in column 2, exploding that piece. Basically, that's what that piece does, and they can put a piece of their own somewhere they want to. And finally, there's a skip turn power-up, which allows the player to go 2 times in a row. So right now, as you can see, it's the player 2's turn. But let's just say we just go over here. Player 1 consumes the green S, which is a skip turn power-up, so allowing them to go 2 times in a row. So red goes, but the indicator says it's still player 1's turn. So let's say if they place a piece in column 4, they just play 2 pieces in a row here. Okay, another thing I want to show is the obstacle power-up, which will override pieces to its left and right if there are pieces already there. So let's just consume that location. It just turned those pieces into obstacles, which is a big move. Yeah, so that's basically what the power-ups do, and let's just try to see. Let's see. Oh, look, a winner has been determined because 4 of the same has been connected, so player 1 wins. And power-ups basically also work with dynamic board expansion, because if there's ties going on, the board will also expand. So this concludes the Rusty Connect 4 demonstration. We have shown standard gameplay, dynamic board expansion, and power-ups. For more details on setup and code, please refer to the README in the repository. Thank you for watching.